not creating history to promote tourism. History is just making itself because you are retracing your step back to your roots. Your great-great-grandparents left through the gates of no return, and you have returned through the Lunge Airport, which is the gates of entrance to the Republic of Sierra Leone. And I am sure he admonished you, and we were together when we went to the provinces. All what our paramount chiefs told you, all what our town chiefs and section chiefs said to you was what was reiterated to us, and especially you, between this morning and this afternoon. I hope and pray that come Saturday, like he said, all of us will contribute our own bits and pieces to make sure that we take Sierra Leone from height to higher height. As chairman, I'm not a politician, I'm not an imam, neither am I a reverend. So I will cut short my statement because I have people who make better statements to you this evening. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to start by inviting the Deputy Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee on Tourism and Cultural Affairs, the Right Honorable Emmanuel Saidu Conte. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for him as he makes a short statement to us.
Thank you very much. Very short and precise. Standing on existing protocol, let me, as Deputy Chair, welcome you back home. Thank you very much for coming. It all started from your parents and your forefathers. And today, your desire was to look where I came from. I remember last year and other subsequent year, I will follow you up your activity. But today, I am giving you to be part and parcel of this wonderful occasion. I want to say welcome. I want to tell you now, Adu in Cabo. You understand what I say? When you come here, you wish you get what's up here. So I want to thank you very much. And I want to thank the minister. She has been everywhere to ensure that tourism really thrives. Madam Minister, thank you again. I remember last year we went all around the country to ensure that our people are knowledgeable enough about our tourism heritage. Thank you very much for coming, and we will have more time to interact before you leave. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Conte. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause. Deputy Chairman. Yes, indeed. Today he told me that your coming is a blessing. He said it has taken him 30 years to enter the National Museum. Just imagine, he passes by the museum either by Pademba Road or Shakasivi Street every day, but it has took it 30 years. So I have made sure that himself and the other honorables we are giving a minimal conducted tour, and they promise that they will come for a thorough tour one day soon. Madam Curator, please take note. It should be in our calendar, and it should come before our 60th Independence Anniversary celebrations. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the gate your ancestors left from, the gate of no return, is the place that Saif Ismon, the late Saif Ismon, is one of the famous historians, Sierra Leonean historians in the world. He refers to that place prior to now as the place where history sleeps. But with the person I am coming to introduce to you, that place is not the place where history sleeps. It is neither the place where history is in slumber. It is the place where history roars like a lion because this is Sierra Leone, the Lion Mountain, Pons Island. Under the leadership of this particular person, you've not been opportune for her to speak to you since you came. Myself and few other people have been stepping in that person's stead. We are just the smoke. We are just the foot soldiers. We are doing what we are told to do, and we are saying words that we've been said to say. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs is the gateway to Sierra Leone. The Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs and our subvented agencies, primarily the National Tourist Board, is the world market of Sierra Leone. We package, we preserve, we protect, and we promote what we have for people to know that indeed, seriously, Sierra Leone is surprising. Because, like His Excellency told you today, he mentioned all the goodies that we have, from our flora to our fauna, our warm, rich, vibrant, diverse but unique cultural heritage, our monuments and relics, our pristine beaches, breathtaking mountains, wildlife, and so on and so on. But let me tell you, for you people to be here and to have the kind of reception and to listen to the kind of goodies that His Excellency spoke about today, it is but because of the leadership. In our local balance, they say we want rotting, we want egg rotting, we want pula or we want banana rotting. The other one will all go rotting. It means if you have one rotting banana amongst hundreds of bananas and you fail to remove that one rotting banana, all of them will go bad. But if all of those bananas are of the same condition and you have one that is very strong amongst them, ladies and gentlemen, the sky will be your limit. The person who is going to speak to you, ladies and gentlemen, is nobody but the person that we refer to as Mama Sharp, the Honorable Dr. Memuna Baby.
Hello? 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 Salon Bobo, Salon Titi. Una put una hand up. Salon Bobo and Salon Titi. Let's give them a round of applause. You na Salon Bobo. You na Salon Titi. You na Salon Auntie. You na Salon brother. You na Salon citizen. You come here. You there. You go stay here. We go live together. Hello? Hello. Let me take this opportunity of recognizing those around the high table, the Deputy Chair of the Tourism Committee of Parliament, members of Parliament, Clerk of Parliament, our distinguished staff, especially the General Manager, the Directors, the Administrative Manager, and the Head of Tourism is live. Is he here? And team, shall we clap for them?
Yes.
You have done very well. Today is indeed a memorable day. Today is God's chosen day. Today is the day that the Lord has made and destined that today we welcome you as our brothers and sisters. I want to first of all take this opportunity of thanking you very, very much for taking a decision at this crucial moment in the world for you to love Sierra Leone and to come and claim your rightful place. God will bless you for the effort, the determination, and the commitment you made to be here. We are indeed grateful for your coming because we know what is going on. But these are times when you have to be yourself. You have to take strong decisions because the world is now the new normal. As our president has admonished all of us today, especially the delegation that has been given the citizenship, that we all own Sierra Leone now. We should support Sierra Leone. We should invest in Sierra Leone. And we all should enjoy the beauty and glamour of this country. And I think that's the biggest message we all have got. Now, as I stand here and look at your faces, and look at the faces of all of us that are in Sierra Leone, the president said something today, that except when you speak, it's your intonation that will tell people that you are from diaspora. But if somebody comes here and looks at all of us, I'm not sure anybody will pick on you and say, you are not from Freetown.
That's right.
You are not from Bo. Right? You are not from Luawa. You are not from Ombali. Because we all look alike.
Yes.
Which is the most beautiful thing God did for all of us. But what is important is that for over 400 years and more, we are ready today to be united. To be united as one people with the same destiny. And I think that is the path to go. Today we are looking at our brothers and sisters that have decided to come back to their roots. That's a very, very important creed that you have taken. Because when we look back 400 years ago, we know the stories. As I sit here looking at your faces, I was just imagining Bonds Island. I was just imagining the tour which you've done, I guess, and which we have also done, and looking at the path of no return. This was a path our forefathers took 400 plus years ago. They were taken here into the high seas, into slavery, with no idea of whether they are coming back, with no idea of whether they are going to come back to support their heritage. But today, the realization is now around the world that there should not be a barrier between us and you.
That's right.
When I look at the history, I just imagine the ships that we are taking people across. We just imagine the inhumane treatment of those people who went through it. We can just imagine the work of our people in the plantations, in building the new Americas. But today, it's a different story. Things do happen. They happen for a purpose. And that is why we are indeed extremely, extremely excited and happy that our brothers and sisters have started coming back to us. Back to my roots, from the point of no return. Now to the point of return is indeed a historic, social, political, and economic milestone that you've been able to cross. Uniting us together has a lot to offer. The unity, the peace of mind, the love, the friendship that is going to flow, the happiness around you, the hospitality you are receiving, the beauty of walking somewhere where nobody stops you on your back as to where you're going. Where nobody shoots you, you don't say who have shot you directly. Where nobody tells you you should not come here. Or I am not giving you this. I'm discriminating against you because you are black. That is the unity of purpose. So today is indeed a great day. As I look at our faces, we have a lot to do to bring our countries back. We lost our countries. We've lost our heritage. We lost our African American roots. It's high time we start to build that and to bring back and to build our heritage. Right. That is why being here is a blessing to everybody. It's a blessing to Sierra Leoneans. It's a blessing to you as a Sierra Leone. And that also is a blessing from even where you're coming from. There will be many expectations. But I've already highlighted the first expectation, the friendship, the harmony, the peace, the love, the sharing of what we have, the cultural connections that we have, the food we eat. That's the simplest, but it's the most important. And then we are also going to look at what will be the economic opportunities in this relationship. You've seen, yes, a number of you will be thinking of making it home in Sierra Leone. But you look around, there are many good causes for all of us to work on. Many good causes for all of us to work on. We have a huge industry, many ministries, departments, agencies from agriculture, education, youth work, gender work. You talk about social welfare, tourism. There are many things to do. We have opportunities for private investment. We also have opportunities for people to stay with us. Now, I mean, it does not necessarily mean that, except otherwise, you have to do things. But the fact that you are with us together, we are going to do things together, you are going to leave us together, I think is the biggest thing that we are looking for. So I should say, this has come at a time when we've just gone through Christmas. And this is the biggest Christmas you've given Sierra Leone. The biggest Christmas because you decided to come here and spend Christmas with us, to spend the New Year with us, because you believe in the bond and friendship and family that we have together. And that is really, for us, it's really a very, very important sacrifice which you have made. Coming here, spending time with us, having a citizenship, I think is the way to go. Yes. So I should say that we are now one, we are now together. We all have our local names, we will all enjoy the local food, and of course we will all enjoy the local dance. But we are also putting out a clarion call that on our road we have over 5,000 African Americans that have traced their roots to Sierra Leone. Yes. Over 5,000. Yeah. And as I speak, hopefully in April we will have a very big ceremony as well. Because we have the first set. But you coming at this time, you are the best people in terms of telling the world that Sierra Leone is a safe country. Yes. Sierra Leone is a place to go. Because of the fact that Sierra Leone has emerged as one of the countries that have done well with COVID, in terms of rights, we have been able to be eligible for the MCCU, you saw the beautiful beaches, so many good things are now emerging from Sierra Leone. But what that means is working together, building this country. No matter how little, looking at how we can build a social fabric, how we can ensure that we have a stronger together, a better being Sierra Leone, which we all can be proud of. And I will finally say that it's not only the welcome that the chiefs have given you. We've seen the welcome from the head of state. You've seen the welcome from us. But I tell you, those welcome are deep within the heart. They are deep within the heart. And it means a lot. So whatever you need, no matter whatever you want to do, I think this is the best place to be. You see, we even have our members of parliament.
Yes.
Because this is a big showcase for us. They too have to see what is happening. On that note, enjoy yourself. The best of safe trip. Although, of course, you know we have an appointment tomorrow, right? Yes. That is the best appointment that has never happened. So you are so lucky to have that appointment.
Yes.
And you enjoy the best of time. So to our staff, they have been wonderful. They have been great. They have relentlessly worked to get this through at this challenging time. So I would like to say tribute to a number of them. I will start with the Director of Culture. Just give him a round of applause.
Yay.
Now he has been very hardworking. Since I said to him, this has to be done, he has done his best to deliver it. And of course, the administrative manager of the National, Anne-Marie, can you please stand? She's actually leading a program on youth and heritage tourism supervised by the Director of Culture. So you see all of this around the museum, and of course, where is Alia? Is he here? Yeah. She come forward. She come in here. Now, she stand here. I'm not only congratulating and thanking him, but he has been somebody who has been steadfast. Yes. He has been steadfast, determined. And for me, I have been watching him. I remember like 15 years ago, 16 years ago, he was working at IPC. He was always doing my African tickets and somebody else. He never knew I knew him then. Because I used to travel. I knew him that they were doing my tickets. He was organizing the tours going up country with those vehicles. So afterwards, of course, there's somebody. Is Peter here? Yes. Peter! Yes, so after a while, I decided to promote and support him. And I tell you, he's one of the best tour operators this year. He's one of those that is working very well with government. I can tell you, he's very humble. And of course, I know you are going to have more people coming to your show. Thank you, Peter. Always thank you. And then, of course, she did not say anything, the General Manager of National Tourist Board. No matter what we are doing, just before I came, we were discussing having an e-virtual tourism platform, e-tourism platform.
Yes.
They are going to carry all of us on everything that is happening in Sierra Leone tourism. So once they have that, just go there. You can talk, you can decide where you are going, you can look for a hotel, you can look for a restaurant, you can look for anything. She's the general manager, she's in charge of marketing, and she has to market route tourism, everything about tourism. So let's clap for her as well. The Director of Tourism is not here. He's also under the backbone. And then thanks to the rest of the staff of tourism, whether you are in NTB, in MRC, I think all of you guys have done very, very well. And then, of course, my members of parliament, thank you very much for coming. Let's clap for them. I never leave them behind. I make sure, even if it's a cross-section, that they come to this program. Reason being, if we don't not expose them and bring them to understand our grassroots programs, it's going to be difficult for them to advocate for us. So I've made it a deliberate policy that I'll be carrying them along so that they understand what is happening in the sector. And I must say, God willing, this 2021, we will do a tour with the committee so that they are able to see. And I know I have some of our hotels here, Family Kingdom, we invited a few hotels. So on that note, I will want to say I'm very pleased. Our doors are open. My colleagues are ready to work with you in whatever you want to do. This is your home. This is your place. No place like home.
That's right.
We want you to stay. Unfortunately, we have to go. You know, we can't stop that.
Hold on.
But we
First
know
name is...
once you go, you want to come back. In Creole, we have a saying. They say once you taste some, once you taste some, so which means as long as you have tasted it, you will never want to leave it again. On that note, let me wish you well. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's have more cultural music, because I'm also going to show you how to dance cultural dance. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, another big
set of industries, assisting in expats really reconnecting here. So whether that be tourism for visiting, setting up real estate, having some setting up industrial processing, and being able to set up fair trade. I think a lot of us in diaspora want to economically empower resources, because we know that a lot of foreign interests are maybe don't have the best long-term interests, and in the diaspora we want to make that impact, use our resources, our knowledge, collaborate with our businesses and somebody to build something strong.
Thank you very much. So you next, please. Okay.